ORA Uganda, showing God's practical love for vulnerable children. What makes these children so vulnerable? They are living fatherless and orphaned, with poverty and disease, HIV/AIDS and alcoholism. Yet the younger generation still have a hope. Because ORA Uganda is showing God's practical love for vulnerable children and their communities. In the rural West Nile district of Uganda, ORA purchased some land in 2007. Children in their communities gathered to work the land and make bricks for building. The Kiwis gathered too, and together we built a pyote, a meeting house, and family accommodation for a social worker and his family. In 2008, an office was built, and fruit trees were planted. Now the mango, banana, pineapple, and pawpaw plants flourish and bear fruit. The sweet potato crops grow. Onion seedlings sprout near a plant propagation unit. Coffee seedlings mature, bringing hope for self-sustainability. As the tomato and maize crops flourish, so do the children. These 5 children were once among the most vulnerable in this area. No longer so. They now live with their new mother in this home on the ORA Uganda land. Happy, healthy and thankful for the gift of a home from donors in New Zealand. They have never known a home like this, with people to care for them and love them. Their food is plentiful and varied. The children do not go hungry. In 2007, this was disputed bare land that had been used for witchcraft for centuries. Now buildings, crops and people abound. New staff housing means social workers are more available to help children, and a small guest house has been built. In late 2009, the blessing of God is evident on this land. But in a country such as Uganda, there is no blessing greater than that of plentiful, clean, safe water. So you can imagine the excitement when a well drilling rig drove onto site. People came running from all directions to watch the drilling process. And then they struck water, life-giving water. These children will not need to carry water such long distances anymore, because now the Katikati St Peter's well produces pure, delicious water and is used by children and adults from the surrounding communities. They collect water in the day and they collect water in the cool of the evening. Look at the faces of the lives this gift impacts. Lives to be impacted. This is the heart cry of ORA Uganda. To show these children God's love. To see their faces full of hope and full of joy. Let me introduce you to Aitasi Bernard, a cheerful, intelligent, caring 10-year-old boy who suffers from a debilitating inherited disease, sickle cell anemia. The medical care sponsorship offers Aitasi has kept him alive, partially because they could not imagine him being productive in their subsistence farming community. Aitasi's family has recently abandoned him. Now Aitasi is one of the children in the Lukuyusini residential care home. With a mother, a new family, love and good food, his disease is being well managed. We believe he will be an outstanding future citizen of Uganda. This is Danny. He is HIV positive. His elderly grandmother was struggling to care for him, so he is also in the Lukuyusini home. Due to good food and care and lack of stress, doctors are seeing an improvement in Danny's blood results. They have told us not to be surprised if he becomes HIV negative. Another life being radically transformed through the love and power of God. Ngoja's life has also been transformed. She can now earn a living in the catering and hospitality industry. This means freedom from poverty for her and her family. And this young man, Mangasi John, is trained to work as a builder and carpenter. He can provide for himself and others now. So as these children play with their homemade toys, as these children work with smiles on their faces, as they show love to each other, creating a new ORA family, as they worship and receive attention and love from the adults around them. It means we can see a smile like this just a month after her mother has died, because their future holds hope, and they need not fear. Let us pray that she grasps this in her heart and fears no more. Because ORA Uganda is showing God's practical love for vulnerable children, showing them the way, the truth, and the life.